Here's a statement that probably won't surprise you. Long haul flights suck. And I've had to be on my fair few of them, which is around about 3, let's be honest. I'm not that rich. But I have developed some techniques that makes them suck a little bit less. So here are my few tips of how to survive a long haul flight, including those really fun things like deep vein thrombosis that you can get. Yeah, that is seriously a thing. That is death by a long haul flight. So my first tip is choosing where you sit. I always pay extra money to choose where I sit. Now, a lot of people I know suggest that you should get the exit row, which is fair enough, you get lots of leg room and stuff, but that is always way more expensive. So if you can't afford to get the exit row, I always choose to sit, I know it sounds really strange, I always choose to sit right before the toilets, because right before the toilets is a couple of things. Number one, you always know when the toilet's free, so you don't have to stand in line. I hate standing in line for the toilets. It's not actually that smelly because they close the doors. And also, a third reason is why I sit right before the toilets is because I don't know why I do this. I freak out about leaning my seat back. I don't like the idea of leaning my seat back on somebody who's still awake. And I know that in an airplane, one person leans their seat back and then that person, and then, it's supposed to go along in a line, but I just can't, I don't know, I feel really, really bad about making the person behind me lean their seat back. So I only like leaning my seat back if there's no one behind me or if the person behind me is asleep, which makes long haul flights hell if I have someone behind me. So I choose right at the back, right at the back with the toilets. I can just lean back and be fine. But if you are like everybody else on the planet and are able to lean back, then that doesn't really matter for you. So you found your seat, you sit in your seat, you've got enough leg room, you can walk around. Well, you can't walk around, you're a little bit more squished up. So you got the leg room, you're sitting down. Other technique. Take as little as possible on board with you. As little as possible. Because whatever you do, you don't want to be using the under the seat in front of you as a storage space. You want to have everything up in your top locker. When under the seat in front of you is storage space so you can stretch out your legs. But what do I take on board? Okay, so list of things. We have laptop so that I can do work and not be bored out of my ass. Make sure it's fully charged. So fully charged laptop. Deodorant that's under 100 mils. And roll-on. Face wipes, so that I could have a bath halfway through. Toothbrush, toothpaste, my bag, so that I can hold it, because I find it nice to hold something and go to sleep. So I guess like a neck pillow, but if you're gonna bring a neck pillow, make it inflatable so that you can choose the size. The amount of times I've had neck pillows and they've been too hard or too soft, and you can't change that, so an inflatable neck pillow, warm jumper, that's what I take. So just that. So, maybe a book if you're into reading, but I can never focus on reading on a plane. I don't know, the rock. Then, you have 14 hours on a plane. You want to sleep the majority of that time. So what I do is I try and make sure I'm as tired as possible. Try and use the time to reset your body clock to the new place. Which may include staying up. Which to me includes doing work, which is why I have my laptop on. I actually wrote the script to this on the plane flight from Australia to England, but I accidentally deleted it, so I am ad-libbing this, but anyway. So I wrote this script, which gave, it cut out an hour worth of time. An hour worth of time just sitting, typing, working on Word. I once flew from Australia to China, and the majority of the time from Australia to China I was doing assignments. I was practicing for an exam. It sounds boring because it is boring, but it's that you gotta have 18 hours, 8 hours by yourself, and you're gonna need something to do, and you may as well get work done. If you can get as much done as possible without using the internet, it's great. I would edit a video. I can't do voiceovers, but I could have earphones on and have pre-downloaded music for background music, and I can edit a video. So yeah, that helps time go by so much. And then just do that until you're ready to go to sleep, and then just force yourself to sleep. I have no suggestion for this. I literally just like, when I'm trying to force myself to sleep, I try and make a competition with myself of how long I can close my eyes for. Like, you know, relaxing breathing, just making it as nice as possible. So try and force yourself to sleep. Now, aeroplanes will make your skin dry. They will make your body dehydrate. This is really bad for things like deep vein thrombosis, like blood clots. You don't want blood clots on a plane, and what leads to blood clots is, well, what helps prevent blood clots is having your blood fully inflated. You don't want it to be dehydrated, because when it dehydrates, it becomes warped, and then it can catch on to other blood cells, and then that'll create a clot for you, and you really don't want that. So you want to be drinking water on the plane, lots and lots of water. Just consistently ask the person, like, can I have some water? Can I have some water? Some planes are really good. I think it was Qantas I flew on. They gave you a water bottle, and in that water bottle they just like kept refilling it, and that was really good, because then you got a water bottle instead of having to have piles upon piles upon piles upon piles of cups. You got a water bottle, and yeah, so just drink lots of water. I avoid any alcohol or coffee or tea. I just do water and juice, because you want to be as hydrated as possible. You don't want any drinks to dehydrate you. It's just not good. Okay, another tip that I have is I will always pre-order my meal. I go and get the vegetarian meal, because I think ethically the vegetarian or vegan meal is probably the best, but if you don't have the same ethics as me, obviously you choose a different meal. But pre-ordering a meal is really useful. You often get the meal before everybody else, which I find is fantastic. So you're sitting there and you're hungry, but then you get your meal before everyone. And in certain flights, you will get your meal in a little baggie, which is great, because my least favorite thing to do on a plane is sit there with my tray table down and having all of my food just laid out, because I'm like, why? Why do you gotta do that? So you're really lucky you get a bag. If you're unlucky and you're not on a plane with a bag, you should always bring yourself a plastic bag, or like a couple of plastic bags on the plane, because then you could use those to throw your rubbish in, put your tray table up, put the little plates that they're going to take away, and then you got space again, which is, in economy, what you need the most, because you have given up all of your space rights for the cheaper flight, and you want to be able to gain as much back as possible. So bring a little plastic bag and put your rubbish in it when you're done and fold it up then. But yeah, I always pre-order my meal so that I get the best meal possible for me. And best meal possible is the fastest meal, the first meal. I really enjoy that. I treasure the amount of time that I spend in the bathroom in a plane. So not only you get some time to yourself, you get some space, you get more space, you can reach out, reach around. You can walk down the aisle. So while you're walking, do like Ministry of Funny walks, get your body moving. But then once you get to the bathroom, whole other thing. So obviously when you get to the bathroom, you know, do your normal bathroom things. About halfway through your flight, get out your wet wipes, completely strip, give yourself a wash with face wipes, because face wipes, they're like showers in a bag. Literally, it's the difference between getting off the plane and feeling terrible and getting off the plane and feeling bad. Like, you're never gonna get off a plane and feel good. But yeah, it makes such a difference to be able to fully get changed. Take off your clothes. Actually, that's the thing I didn't mention. In the list of things, add in a fresh set of clothes, because like halfway through your flight, go into the bathroom, strip down, get your face wipes out, give yourself a full clean. Make sure, like, do it when everybody's asleep. Like, don't do it when there's a line. Just full clean of face wipes, get changed into new clothes, put fresh underwear on, put fresh pants on. It's so much more comfortable being in fresher clothes. You'll still be hot and sweaty and gross and cold and all of those fun things, but you'll feel a little bit better having brushed your teeth and gotten changed and had a little bit of a bath. So treasure that time in the bathroom. Hey, so wow, look at this, an end screen again. Oh my god, it's amazing. Sorry that it cut in a little bit too fast. That's because I recorded the rest of the video as being exercises that you could do in a plane to get your blood flowing and help with the deep vein thrombosis and just getting. Anyway, it's in the other video. Okay, bye.